Kiwi gang, today we are doing a fruit tier list. Now, we got a lot of fruits here, so today I'm just going to start with the first row. And if you guys enjoy this, make sure to subscribe, and I will do a part two. Let's get into it. So, starting off, we got apples. Now, if you follow me, you know I'm not rocking with apples. I do not like apples. I think they are not just one of the most overrated fruits on the planet, not just one of the most overrated foods on the planet. Apples are one of the most overrated things on the planet, period. Oh, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Bullshit. Starting with the vitamins and minerals. Apples are not high in really any vitamin or mineral. You could have several apples and you're still not going to get a significant amount of really any vitamin or mineral. Apples do have some benefits. They have a pretty decent antioxidant profile, kind of mid-tier as far as fruits go. And a good source of polyphenols. You know, they're pretty high in fiber, so they're pretty filling. But I mean, here's the thing. They don't taste good. You know, in my opinion, I think most people would agree this isn't a very attractive fruit to eat. It doesn't have much aura. You know, you're eating an apple, you look like a freaking nerd. You know, I want to put this in F tier just because of how overrated it is. But like I said, it is a good source of fiber. You know, it's filling if you're trying to lose weight. Decent source of antioxidants. So I guess I'll put in the C tier. D tier. Apples are going in the D tier. Next, we have bananas. Now, bananas, as you probably know, are a good source of potassium. They're also a good source of vitamin B6. And the reason I really like them is because they're a good pre-workout snack. They're very good for quick energy. They have a good mix of slower digesting starches and faster digesting sugars. And yeah, they just make you feel good in the gym. But they're not super nutrient dense. I'm going to put, they're also cheap. That's also another benefit. But I'm going to put these in the C tier. Next, we have oranges. So oranges are a fantastic source of vitamin C, as you may know. Also a good source of folate, potassium, pretty good tasting fruit as well. Pretty versatile. I'm going to put this in the B tier. Put this in the B tier. Now, grapefruit. Grapefruit, similar to oranges, are a good source of vitamin C. They also have a little bit of vitamin A. They got some potassium. But yeah, grapefruits taste horrible. Like, if you like grapefruits, something's going on, because I'm not a fan of the taste. I don't want to give too much weight to taste, or else I put them in the C tier. But being objective, I'm going to put them in the B tier. But now I'll put them in the C tier, dude. It just tastes too bad. I think you guys are all going to agree with me there. Next, we have blueberries. Now, if you know me, I love blueberries. I personally love to get frozen blueberries for a few reasons. So first of all, they're cheaper. Secondly, they're more efficient. So if you get fresh blueberries, they're going to go bad and you're going to end up wasting them. Whereas frozen blueberries, you can keep in your freezer for a year. And I think they taste better. Like, you grab some frozen blueberries, I'm just there munching them. My hands are getting all blue from the blueberry sauce, but they're excellent, man. So blueberries have some pros and cons. So as far as vitamins and minerals, not super high in anything. They're really high in manganese. Also have a decent amount of vitamin K1, but where blueberries really shine is in the antioxidant department. Now, they're a berry. They're super high in antioxidants, especially brain healthy antioxidants, things like anthocyanins. Blueberries have been linked to improve test scores in children. They really are a superfood, and the antioxidants are going to carry them here. They're also super high in fiber. You can eat a lot of them for a small amount of calories. If you're trying to lose weight, they can really fill you up. Like, I think an entire bag of frozen blueberries is like 150 calories. And yeah, they're just dope. I can't put them in the S tier just due to the lack of vitamins and minerals, but I'm definitely going to put these in the A tier. Next, we have cantaloupe, which I think is a super underrated fruit. Now, these are a really good source of vitamin A in the form of beta carotene, which, you know, a lot of fruits don't have too much of. Also a really good source of vitamin C. They got lots of potassium. I think we can put this also in the A tier. I'm going to go A tier for cantaloupes. Now we got peaches. So peaches are very, very solid, very reliable. They're very well balanced nutritionally. They got a little bit of vitamin C. They got a decent amount of vitamin E, lots of potassium, good amount of copper. They got a decent antioxidant profile. Peaches are just very decent. They're very solid. They taste pretty solid. Where'd they go? Peach, I'm going to put that in the B tier. Next, we have blackberries. Now, if you follow me, you know blackberries are special, bro. Vitamin C, vitamin E, which is pretty hard to get through food, vitamin K, which you're not going to get from many fruits, copper, manganese. And on top of all of that, it is one of the most antioxidant dense fruits out there as well. It's rich in a lot of those same antioxidants as blueberries, things like anthocyanins, great for your brain. Also, they're high in fiber. They're a high volume food that you can eat a lot of, great for weight loss. These are arguably the most nutrient dense food. Not food. These are arguably the most nutrient dense fruit. And on top of that, bro, the aura with blackberries is insane. Like, you get a cutting board, you throw some eggs and some blackberries on there, bro, you're elevated. Like, it's just a vibe. And so for that, you already know what it is. I'm going to be putting the blackberries in the S tier. We got our first S tier fruit. Let's go. So next we got the strawberry. Now, strawberries have tons of vitamin C. They have a good amount of manganese. They're super high in antioxidants. They got anthocyanins, quercetin, ellagic acid. And they taste delicious. So here's some sauce. I also buy strawberries frozen, but I do it a little bit differently. So instead of putting my frozen strawberries in the freezer, I put them in the fridge, let them thaw out for like 4 to 5 hours. And the end result is you get this like fresh, slimy, liquidy mix. You ever had like a strawberry shortcake? It's like that like restaurant dessert vibe. It tastes so good. Like I could eat the whole bag, no problem. Yeah, I mean, so this is something that has a lot of vitamins, minerals, super high in fiber. They taste delicious, really high in antioxidants. Should I do it? Screw it. S tier. Let's go. Strawberries are in the S tier. Now, next we got avocados. So avocados are a good source of a lot of vitamins and minerals. They're good. They're a good source of potassium, copper, good source of vitamin E, folate. But what's really important here is, avocado is a little bit different. It's more of a fat source. So you always hear people say avocados are a healthy fat. The reason for that is avocados are rich in an omega-9 monounsaturated fat called oleic acid. Oleic acid is really important for skin health, heart health, brain health. So avocados are super good. And on top of that, like I was saying with the blackberries, avocados have insane aura, bro. Like everybody's doing the avocados. Like you got the whole carnivore, animal-based cutting board community throwing that on the cutting board. You got girls over at Erewhon having their avocados. You got Mexicans eating their guacamole. Everybody's eating avocados. It's insane aura and it's nutrient dense. We're going to put this in the A tier. Now, next we have pineapple. Pineapple is a good source of vitamin C. It's a good source of manganese. It's a good source of copper. It's got a unique enzyme called bromelain, which is anti-inflammatory. It's a very solid fruit. And pineapples have some good aura too. It's got the like tropical vibe. It's cool. It tastes good. So we'll do B tier here. Next, we got papaya. So papaya is super nutrient dense. Tons of vitamin C, super high in electrolytes, magnesium and potassium. It's got folate. It's got some vitamin A in the form of beta carotene. And it's also got a unique enzyme called papain, which is really good for digestion. It's got some good antioxidants like lycopene and beta carotene. Yeah, this is kind of a no-brainer. I'm going to put this in the A tier. And papaya's got aura too, bro. Watermelon. So watermelon's not super nutrient dense. This is a tough one because it's not super nutrient dense at all. It's also not super high in fiber. A lot of it's water. What it does have is an antioxidant called lycopene, and it's a really good source of lycopene. It's also a good source of citrulline, which is good for muscle recovery. But watermelon tastes really good. It's a really high volume food if you're trying to lose weight. Due to the lack of vitamin and mineral density and just overall nutrient density, it's hard to put this in a high tier, but I'm going to put it in C tier. I want to put it higher just because it's just such a good thing for weight loss. It's got so many benefits, but I'm going to put it in C tier because I can't put it above the banana. And then what else we got here? What's this? The kiwi, man. So if you're new here, you might not know me, but if you are not new here, I got a special thing for kiwis, man. This is the closest thing to a perfect food you can get. I mean, it checks all the boxes. So starting with the vitamins, great source of vitamin C. Now, a lot of foods are high in vitamin C, so that alone doesn't really make it special. What does make it special is it's also high in vitamin E, which a lot of foods are not high in. It's really high in vitamin K1, which is very hard to get from fruits. It's one of the only fruits that's going to give you a significant amount of vitamin K1. That's something that typically you would need to get from vegetables. But for somebody who doesn't eat fruit, somebody's on the animal-based diet or something like that, kiwis are going to be a fantastic option. On the mineral side, super high in electrolytes, magnesium, and potassium. Great pre-workout snack. If you have a few kiwis before the gym, have some salt with it, you're going to be getting just as much, if not probably more electrolytes than you would get from an electrolyte supplement. Super high in fiber. They got a good antioxidant profile. They taste amazing. That goes without saying. You can eat the skin, you can slice them up, you can just bite right into it. And the aura, bro. The aura with kiwis is through the roof. I mean, it's to the point where it's not just about you put this on a cutting board and your meal looks dope. People tag me and stuff all the time. It elevates your meal. But on top of that, bro, you could just walk around with one of these. They're an entire vibe. They're an entire lifestyle. You're walking down the street and you're just munching on a kiwi. You go from let's say you're an 8 out of 10. You go to a 9 out of 10 just from eating the kiwi. It's a fashion statement. It's a lifestyle. Kiwi gang. So I almost forgot to move it. It goes without saying, this is going in the S tier. Now, we finished the first row. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if you want me to keep going, subscribe, and I will do a part 2. Kiwi gang, we out.